guys, this is Maria. Welcome to my channel. This week's video is the book review, and for this review I partnered with Make Believe Ideas that actually also providing a giveaway for you guys. Keep watching this video to find out the rules and how to win it. I divided this video in several sections. I'm going to talk about educational books that you can start as early as 3-4 months of age. I have a 2.5-year-old and I also have a 7-month-old. So I honestly read almost the same books to them because they interact with them differently. So the first segment is educational books that you can read for any age because they build up on each other. Basically, those books have photographic images instead of drawing cartoons. And honestly, I love this series of books. It's Body Parts, Dress Up, and What Color Is It? And that's how my daughter learned her colors, her body parts, and her items of clothing. Also, honestly, applying it every single day as well. But these books were very instrumental. I think that the reason why these books work so well is because they're very, very simple. So your child doesn't get distracted. Something that I've learned from my daughter when I used to read her all those complex books is for her it was really hard to grasp the concepts. So when it's simple and plain laid out like this, it's very easy to understand each item and there is nothing else distracting from what your point is. This book has already been in one of my videos before. It's First 100 Words. I really like it. We've learned pretty much a lot of her vocabulary came from here, and I already started reading it to my son who is 7 months old and just and then showing him the objects. Again, the reason I think it works is because it's just the item and the name and it's all grouped really nicely, like colors, things that go, and all those things. So I really, really love this one. Then my next one on this list, when your child is a little bit older, like Scarlett is right now 2.5, this is my first dictionary. This book came from Make Believe Ideas, the company that I partnered with, and I saw it online when they reached out to me and I was like, let me try it out, and I was impressed how great this book is. So that it has an alphabet letters and there's multiple things that start with that letter, and it goes into explanation of each term with a very simple explanation for a child to grasp. They say that recommended age is 3 years plus. My 2.5-year-old gets it, so I'm sure yours will. And look, at the back of it, what also impressed me, it has the items grouped by like home or toys. It has doing words, like doing verbs, which is very important for your child to learn, how to communicate. So this book is really great. And it's part of my giveaway, so keep watching, guys. The book that came from Make Believe Ideas is this Baby Faces. I've actually was looking for one for a while, and this one explains feelings like happy, sad. You know what's cool? That Scarlett had known happy for a while, but now she can say sad, and she can express herself. One of the things with toddlers that gets tricky when they are at that stage when they can talk, but they can't fully express themselves yet, it's explaining their feelings, and that's what I think is a tricky part for them sometimes, and that's why you have tantrums and fits. So this helped me personally to be able to identify for her, are you tired, are you sleepy, and all those things that now she can express herself better, or like silly. I mean, it's fun. She likes this book a lot, and actually my 7-month-old loves this book because they like to look at baby faces. So really recommend this one as well. The next one in educational segment is the numbers. I really like this book. Again, plain simple picture, one duck. All of the items that are in this book, they actually are the ones that your child probably uses anyway, so he or she knows the names and the items, and then it has numbers corresponding, so it makes it real fun. My daughter loves pressing these buttons, and we also count on fingers, and build up with activities on this book. The noise that you hear in the background is my 7-month-old. He is playing by me, so I just go with it. Next on my groups is the entertainment books. I've shown Matthew Van Fleet books multiple times in many videos because I really like them. And honestly, I started reading them to Scarlett very early when I started potty training her at 8 months. And I just liked the designs and I thought they were absolutely beautiful. And I think at first she didn't really get it. So I would say right now at 2.5 is really when she gets these books now. They have some drawing books in the series, but they also have the picture ones, like this dog one, and it has all kinds of cool flaps that she really likes playing with. So those are great entertainment books for sure. My little one got bored by himself, so he's gonna join us in the video. So the next segment of books that I have are from Discovery Kids, and we have Rumble with Dinosaurs, Roar at the Zoo, Moon the Farm, and you've seen some of those in my other videos. It's really cool. They make all this kind of sounds. They're very realistic, and they're great for his age because they're entertaining, and they're really good for my daughter's age as well. So they will stay with you for a very long time in your library. Then I also really like National Geographic books. Those are for older kids, just I will preface it, because they are, you know, really cool books. Like this first book, Big Book of Dinosaurs. My daughter is obsessed with dinosaurs, so everything is with dinosaurs. But it has, you know, really great pictures and like a quick snap on what kind of dinosaur it is. She also likes bugs, so they have a cool book on bugs. It was actually very interesting for me to read it. I personally don't like bugs, but my daughter does, so I'm welcoming her interest and really looking forward on building on them. So, you know, it has really cool information. And in this series of books, they have multiple things. I think they have one on the ocean, like creatures that live in the ocean, creatures that live in the wild. So they're really good books for, like, I would say 2.5 up, because they have like really great information. And now my favorite actually group is the storybooks. I read her stories before she goes to bed. It's part of our nighttime routine. So I usually, you know, some of them are already memorized, so I just tell them like good night moon, kiss good night, and there's another one on the night you were born. We used to read those every single night, and now I just, you know, tell her the stories because I remember them. But my mom bought another one. A lot of people know Good Night the Moon, but that's from the same author, The Moon Shines Down. Amazing book, amazing. It goes all many countries in the world, and it just tells you the story about how kids go to sleep in Paris, in Mexico, in England. Beautifully illustrated. My daughter fell in love with it, and actually I've memorized this one now as well, so I just, you know, seen it to her at night and seen it to him as well sometimes. Really, really recommend it. If you're tired of Good Night Moon, there you go. Then the next ones are stories for 2-year-olds. So this whole story section is more for like older kids. There's this stories for 2-year-olds is from Tiger Tales. Really like it. It has really great stories like It's Mine, What Bear Likes Best, Poppity Skip Little Chick, and all the stories here are about 2-year-olds. I read them and I'm like, oh, this is my daughter. And another one that came from Make Believe Ideas is this Alice the Amber Fairy. It's a great book, and she absolutely loves it. She grabs it and she pretends to read it herself. So a very neat story. She actually came in here so you can hear her as well. So now to giveaway part. The rules are really simple, just like the previous time. You need to be a subscriber of mine, you need to like this video, and you need to comment below. The winner will get my first dictionary, and I have 3 of them, so I'll randomly pick them in my Instagram story, so subscribe to my Instagram as well. If you're not a subscriber of mine, I would love for you to stick around, so press that subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon.